Why don't you share with the audience what in the world is Tutuland? What do you guys do?
Sure. Yeah. We are an emerging franchise. It's a Boston brand focusing on rug tufting and other craft activities. We do have a retail store here in Boston. It's founded back in 2022. And, the main services we provide is rug tufting, pouring hours, and decoding hours. And we have seasonal pop-up services for, all ages and, people to come and enjoy 1 or 2 hours here and, get some art related activities done in the store.
How'd you get started with this business?
So the concept is, the original founder, they have this hobby to do rug tufting at home, especially during the COVID period where, everybody is like forced to stay home for a few months. And they just doing this rug tufting and they're existing businessmen and, they just have this idea and they talk to me like, hey, like, why don't turn this into a business, a real business? Because, rug tufting brings happiness, a lot of happiness to people. And, a lot of people enjoy doing it. It doesn't require a lot of experiences to do it. And it brings happiness. So that's how Tutuland was founded.
Mason, what were you doing before this launched?
Yeah, I'm a salesman. I, started in some other business as analytical equipment. And my whole background is sales and marketing and business development. Yeah, that's how I how I started my career, my own career. But after I joined Tutuland, I feel like this is a great opportunity to let more people know it by doing franchise, so we can bring more happiness to other communities all around the states.
Sure. Did you have any experience in actually tufting?
Not really, not really. But I've done tufting before. When I joined the store, like sometime I just do it myself, but I'm not an expert.
Okay. I'm curious to know about the name of the company. Where did the origin come from? Who named it and why? Why
Yes,
Tutuland?
Jay's idea. Tutu, it's like the sound of like using the tufting gun. When doing
Oh,
the rug tufting, there's a frame, there's back claws on there, tighten, and you use a tufting gun to like put the yarn onto the back cloth. So that
okay.
sound tu. That's how it was created.
Okay, very cool. Very, very clever. I like it. All right, so Jay starts this company, right, in what, 2022. You come aboard, he talks you into coming aboard on this venture, right?
Yes.
And so you start this out. What was life like first when you guys started out with this Boston store?
Yes, it has a lot of challenges. At the very beginning, like, we take reservations and we take walk-ins, just, very popular immediately after, the store was opened. And although, like, they have some business experience before running like other like restaurants and beauty salons, but, this is totally different services. The challenges are like how to manage reservations and how to ensure a smooth business flow. When customer come in, we'll do them like a tutorial because, most of our customers, they are new and they don't have any experiences doing it and they're not comfortable, like, start to do it their own rug immediately. So we had to like, provide a tutorial. And it's better to like provide a tutorial in batches, for like maybe 8 to 10 customer coming together and provide them one session instead of
Right.
like promote everybody like in different tutorials. That will a waste of time of our employees. So it's very challenging to do that, to manage how to manage like reservations. But later on, like we developed our own reservation system online and
Mhm.
to ensure it's divided into different sessions, and we only take those sessions. And customer like they usually they'll arrive in time. They pay their deposit. They come to the store, and everybody will do the tutorial together and do some practice before they're comfortable to do their own rug.
How difficult is it for a first timer to come in and even after the tutorial, do you guys need to help them? Is there a hands-on component for those that are running the store to helping folks with the tufting session?
Yeah, not at all. I wouldn't say it's even challenging. Even like bigger kids, they can do it on their own. And
Nice.
we have like several very large tufting frame for like practicing. So once we give our tutorial, each of our store staff will bring maybe two or three customers and bring like a hands-on like instruction for for different levels. Like they will make judgment on like how many more practice you should do like before you do your own rock and that kind. So it's it's totally like I think it's very easy for customer to pick up the skills and start to do their own rugs.
Was there a defining moment for you guys where you realized we've got something big here? We've got some great potential for this business.
Hmm. For the first year or like first year and a half, we do see several or maybe more than 10 like customers reaching out to us like say like this is such a good concept, like if you guys are open to like open more uh, studios in like place A, place B, and place C.
Hmm.
So at that time, like that's how we like had this idea like maybe we should like reach out and see like if Tutuland is really suitable for opening more stores. And there are two options. First is corporate store. The other one is, franchise. And, after a lot of research and discussions internally, we just found like doing franchise is the best approach for us moving forward.
Well, Mason,
Yeah.
normally I ask a founder or a co-founder,
Mhm.
what's unique about your brand, different than all the others that are out there? Because typically there's competition, but I don't know of any
Mhm.
other tufting franchise. I don't even know of another tufting craft store. Are
Mhm.
there a lot out there around the country? I know that franchising, no, but just in
Mhm.
general, are there a lot of tufting businesses?
Yeah, yeah. There are definitely other brands, but most of them are local. Actually, so far we are the only top team franchise in the United States. It's not easy. It got a lot of preparation, but
Yeah.
the thing is, the store itself is very popular locally, and which gave us a lot of confidence after researching and talking to other places, people, and we feel like it's very, it will be very competitive. If we open, two-land store in other states, in other states.
How many people are typically in one session in the store?
So it really depends on the square feet of the storefront. But for example, in the Boston store, we have around about 1,600 square feet, and
Hmm.
which can enable us to host around 30 people doing tufting at the same time in the same session. Um, it's not easy. It's actually a little bit, crowded. Feel a little bit
Hmm.
crowded, but ideal like space is like between I would say 1,800 to 3,000 square feet. And of course, like more spaces, you'll be able to host more people. And we have some uniqueness on how to manage customer, on how to ensure a smooth um, business operation during the tufting. From customer like before customer entering into our store to like they get their final product.
And how many employees do you need to run a store, especially if you have 30 people in a session?
Mhm. Yeah, we are always fully booked during the weekends, and I mean fully booked is like more than fully booked. In the on the weekend, like usually we have 6 to 7 employees, including
Oh,
Jay.
wow.
Yeah, for our Boston store, in that
Hmm.
we're talking about like 1,600 square feet, but on the weekdays, customer like really customer flow is less. Of course, people like they're working, kids go to school, and typically you only need like 2 to 3 employees in the store. That will be like
Okay.
for the
Thank you for tuning into the Emerging Franchise Brands podcast. For additional insights, guest applications, and to stay connected, visit us at efbpodcast.com. The Emerging Franchise Brands podcast is for entertainment purposes only, and the views expressed do not necessarily represent those of Emerging Franchise Brands, its host Frank Fumey, or Emerging Franchise Group LLC. Any discussed franchise or investment opportunity requires thorough investigation, obtaining proper disclosure documents, and expert consultation before making any investment decisions. The podcast and its host do not offer professional advice or endorsements, and they hold no responsibility for actions, representations, accuracy, or consequential damages related to the podcast content.